Good morning, No Finish Line Nation. Liquid Channel 1973 coming at you with another Coffee Talk this morning. I'm without glasses today. I've got some new contacts that I have in, so I'm trying them out to see how they feel. So, it is a Thursday morning on June the 15th, the day before my son's birthday. So that's a pretty big day in this household tomorrow where he turns a big fat 12 years old. Eesh. So, on the Coffee Talk this morning, I wanted to talk a little bit about Throwback Thursday with the hashtag on there that people put their before and afters and post them on Connect or different places on Instagram and all kinds of good stuff. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is that, you know, when I first started this journey and I was trying to be able to get healthier and lose weight and just be a better version of me. And how I felt about myself and how I was able to give back to others and treat others. Well, one of the things that I did is that I used to lean in, especially on those days where there was 3 different days of the week, right? So one of them was Transformation Tuesdays, Throwback Thursdays, and Face-to-Face Fridays or Flashback Fridays or even Flex Fridays. And I used to watch those and I used to hit those little hashtags on there just to be able to motivate me and get me pumped up and motivated towards doing great things and be able to move forward. And I was also very inspired by the people that posted those, knowing that it was a pretty difficult thing for some of them to do, right? To be able to put a moment in time when you might not have been as proud of yourself before, although you're very proud of where you're at now. But some people don't really comfortable with those kind of things, right? Putting themselves out there to have the conversation of me being prideful and what I've worked on and where I'm at with everything. So it's interesting because when I see those, I've heard people or saw people post comments or different stuff where they're critical of certain things that are on there. And I've seen posts like that on Connect where they might talk about how the picture they keep reusing over and over again or different stuff like that or whatever. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter what pictures you're putting up there or what photos you're putting up there. It's a moment that they're taking to be able to celebrate in their success, to be able to say, I'm proud of what I've done. It's also a motivating time for them to be able to inspire others that are struggling or just starting or trying to be able to find their way of where they want to go with everything. And if we could take it that way and we can really celebrate in those facts that these people are putting themselves out there and having these posts put on there. And sometimes even when I post them, I justify it in my comments where I'll put on there and I'll say, because it's the day and because it's the hashtag and because I've seen other ones doing it or this person asked me to do it or whatever else, or I'll have to justify it to say, I don't want to be egomaniac or just full of myself when I post this. And most people will always post on there. You're not being anything like that. What you're doing is you're inspiring me or you're literally giving me a light at the end of the tunnel of the things that I might be trying to be able to work towards or strive towards. So the reason I share that is because you're going to see those posts today, and it might be a great time to be able to just check in with those folks and just say, hey, listen, you know what? Great job. Awesome work. You should be so proud of what you're working on. Because even if you're 10 days into the journey or you're 4 years into the journey, you should be proud of the work that you're doing every single day, right? And it isn't about image or what you're trying to be able to get out there for some self-gratification. Maybe some there is. I'm not going to say that's not for everybody. But I think there's a higher purpose to those things. I think there's a bigger calling to inspire others or build a camaraderie or a trust within a community or those kind of things where then you have a resource that you can lean in on to find out some details or ask questions of, so what's worked for you or what have you done well here or those kind of things. So celebrating that fact, right? Celebrating the fact that these folks that are putting up the Throwback Thursdays or the Transformation Tuesdays or the Friday ones, we might, I remember, I think I posted on my Connect post that I was also quite jealous a little bit. I was like inspired by them, but I was also like, man, I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to do the things that they're doing or be able to get to where they're at because I'm just not, I don't know if my body's made that way. And so I started to self-doubt. And again, the monkeys in the brain started kicking in and I needed to overcome that. So Think about that today when you're over there and you're reading through Connect or you're on NFLN and you see the posts go up and you see people hashtagging it. Mostly positive intent, I'm sure, all the time. But there's always a little bit of that outside factor to go, oh man, here we go again. One of those posts, right? Let's be kind to each other and let's just reach out to everybody and just support each other and pull each other through. It's an important day for them if they put that up there. It takes bravery to put yourself out there sometimes, and I think we should celebrate in that fact too, because some people that are very secluded or very closed off and don't really want to share that kind of stuff, when they do that, they're burying themselves back, and that should be celebrated and saying that that was brave and that was something that you weren't necessarily wanting to do before. Okay, so today, on this Thursday, on this Throwback Thursday, I'll put my picture on the Connect post as soon as I get done with this, and I can go ahead and post it up there. But have a great day today, guys. We'll talk later, and just enjoy it and live in the moment, okay? We'll talk later. Thanks. Bye.